We're celebrating Earth Week with day 3 of ABC News Chief Meteorologist Ginger Z's electric vehicle road trip. Today she's making her way through Georgia. She's teaching us all about the benefits and challenges of electric vehicles. I'm very interested in this because I'm in the market for one. So Ginger joins us now in Atlanta with more on her journey in an EV. Hi, Ginger.
Hey, so you caught me at a charging station that happens to be underground, the Atlantic Station here in Atlanta. So if it looks like, wait a minute, you're not on a road trip, we are. We just are taking the time, the 30 minutes to supercharge, to take a little walk, get some food, and we'll be back on the road.
Well, let's talk about that. As I said, I think I'm in the market for an electric vehicle. My commute is going to lengthen, and so I want to get in that electric vehicle. I'm in the market for one. So day 3 of your journey now. What's the experience like? What have you learned about electric vehicles?
So I've learned a lot, and I own an electric vehicle. So I, for a year and a half, have only charged at home. I'd actually never been to a charging station because we were fortunate enough to be able to put in a 240-volt charger in our house. And so we just don't ever go anywhere. But this trip has taught me about the challenges and benefits, and there are many. Today we stopped in Chattanooga, one of the places in the nation that is just so focused on EV production and development. They've added more than 10,000 jobs, and I think you're seeing some video from their battery testing site, which we got to go into, where, you know, batteries are a big question for people. How long do they last? Where do the supplies come from? What are their efficiencies in different climates? They showed us their testing where they go big. They go colder than anybody in America could deal with and hotter than anybody does, and they do it within seconds. They slide it there. You know, somebody who lives in North Dakota in the Northern Plains might have 90 in the summer and 30 below in the winter. They do it over the year. These batteries are going to be efficient enough, and they keep making them better for people all over the world.
Cool. So let me ask you, we got time for one more. I'm afraid to let you get back on the road. Oh. The big question for people who are going to be driving long distances is charging, right? You're on this 600-mile road trip. What's your advice to people who wonder, would I be able to go that far? They're mostly concentrated in cities, I imagine, those chargers. What would happen if you're out there and, I need a charge?
By the end of today, we will have traveled 1,500 miles, so it's actually much more, but we have stayed pretty close to Interstate 80 and I-75. And in that, and especially with the Tesla Supercharger network, which we are utilizing, and it is so smart, it's smarter than you ever could be. You don't need to plan, it tells you where to stop, it takes into account the temperature, it takes into account traffic, and it knows how much charge you need to have the best charge for the next time. Granted, I did this, Terry, in a different type of vehicle. I was driving a Nissan Leaf for a project I did with Nat Geo on a road trip with my family, and there was one day where we were in Southwest Florida, right outside of Fort Myers. We were at Sanibel Island. There are 3 areas to Tesla charge, 0 for the regular, any other car charger. So I couldn't charge there yet. I started to get range anxiety. That's what people call it, because I went to another one on the mainland and they said, oh, we actually used to have the other kind, but now we only have Tesla chargers. And I was like, okay. So I went another 5 miles. That one was out of order. By the 3rd time I reached one, and that was when I finally got there, I was worried. So I think that the infrastructure has started. Tesla certainly has the market for a reason, but they're about to have to share all of their chargers with other vehicles. When that opens up, I think that almost anyone, any close to city center, not so rural, will have the opportunity to make this useful for a road trip. But if you don't need a road trip and you need something to get around less than 200 miles, you can do it at home for most folks that can take that type of capacity with their voltage.
That's so cool. Have a great time. Eat good barbecue if you're heading south there, across the south. And thanks for that advice. And I may be calling on you on the side for your advice on what kind of vehicle
anytime.
I should get.
I have so much more information I can share.
Oh, you're going to regret that. So, Ginger, thanks very much.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.